Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I just want to talk to you for a minute about the Transformational Stories time slot here. At the last Sunday of the month, during this time, we invite people to tell us their transformational stories. Stories of overcoming, stories of utilizing spiritual principle to shift in some way, to transform in some way. And so if you have a story like that, I'd like to invite you to consider telling it to us. And the reason for that is that when people hear your story, someone could walk in here for the very first time and hear a story of something that has happened to them or is similar in some way, and when they hear that someone has overcome that, it can just be a beacon of hope for someone else to say, maybe I can do it too. And so I really want you to consider, if you have a transformational story, to come and tell us about it. But we don't just plop you up here and just say, speak. There's a process we go through. So I want to share some of that with you this morning. And the first thing is that you tell me that you have a story. And you can email me, bless you, or you can talk to me in person, and then we get the ball rolling. And so I would send you this outline and have you answer these questions and write them down. And the first one is, what happened? What's the obstacle you faced? What's the challenge you faced? Were you in a dark place? What put you there? And this part of it, you just keep it simple. You lead with this, you keep it simple. And I have an example of an opening sentence. Like 3 years ago, I lost a job that had been on my lifeline for 20 years. There's an example of one. And so you want to be concise enough, but give enough information that people really get what it is. And so after explaining what happened to you, now what was the impact of that? Again, you want to be concise, but give enough details so that we can all hear how challenging this was for you. And then, was there a wilderness period? Did you wander for a while? Did you get kind of stuck in this place? Do you all know what I mean by this? Yes? All right. And so you want to sort of describe that part of it. But then we want to get to the turning point. What happened that turned you around? What helped you to break through from whatever was happening to you? So we want to share that turning point. And then what elements were instrumental in your continued healing? Were there new thought principles that helped you? Were there classes you took, or groups you joined, or spiritual practices you took on, or friends, or support? Whatever it was, you want to include that. What helped you to heal? What contributed to your healing journey? And then, what have you discovered about yourself through this experience? What insights have you gleaned? Was there an aha? Was there a gift in it for you? I want to share that as well. And then finally, where are you now? And the example I give is, as I look back on the person I was when I lost that job, I rejoice at the transformation that has happened. I am now whatever it is. We want to hear that clear, we're talking about the hero's journey here. There's a leaving, there's an overcoming, there's a return. And so we want to hear that. But you have to do all this within 5 to 7 minutes. And there is the challenge. And so when I send this to you, then what you do is you type out, on a computer, you type out your answers to all that. And you put it together in an outline, and then you email it to me, Dr. Jane at unityspokane.org. And then I work with you on this. We'll look at it, we'll tweak it, maybe I won't tell you need to change anything, but I help you, I support you in this, I coach you in how to tell your story. And I need to get that outline 2 weeks before the date when you're going to deliver it. So if you're interested in doing it next month, I'll have to get it by mid-July. So I really want to encourage all of you to just kind of look within and see what kind of things have you overcome in your life, and how did it happen for you? And how might you tell this story in such a way that it can bless someone else who may be struggling with a similar thing? All right. And I'll see you next month, whoever you are.